Hello, hello, hello. We are live with today's stream, so I'm just going to share that on all of the social medias, and then we can hop into the game. It is Sunday, but not a normal Sunday, obviously. Normal Sunday we'd be playing Animal Crossing in the morning, doing CyberQuest Sunday stream in the evening, which would honestly potentially be done by now. But I am still tired from yesterday, so... First of all, Animal Crossing is in the evening because, yeah, Drowned Lighthouse this week, obviously. But also, it's no CyberQuest Sunday stream, and we're doing Animal Crossing even later than I intended because I'm still exhausted from yesterday. But you know, we got to try the Lighthouse. Tortimer is counting on us, so let's just hop into the game and get our stuff done. Let's see here. Trantor, February 20th, 8:21 p.m. That's all good. All good in the neighborhood. Start with Rick. What time did we start yesterday? I know we started late yesterday. We started even later than this yesterday. I'm just wondering if we're going to have a new villager in our town or not. I don't remember what time we started yesterday. Let's see. Carrie Belize, Boris, Cody, Maddie, Lulu, Sydney, Claude. Okay, so we don't have anyone new, so... We started even later yesterday then. Yeah. Oh, Stegosaurus torso. Nice. I was actually just earlier today watching Rainbow Squirrel playing Jurassic World Evolution. I think it's called the park building Jurassic World game. Man, that's still... Wait, why do I have 4 presents with gifts? Oh, probably one's from home. Yeah. Fruit. Fruit from the fruit tree. Well, what kind of fruit do we think it's going to be? Apples? Peaches. Or, well, a peach. Singular. Red. Oh yeah, we know he's coming tomorrow. And Tom Nook with stunning a ranch bed. Good stuff, good stuff, good stuff. Anything on the message board? Ooh, a Mario trophy. An acre D1. So by carrying Police's house. Okay. So depending on if it's above or below the cliff. If it's above the cliff, it's, you know, the last... That's the chunk of the acre is the last acre we look at. Part below the cliff we look at a bit sooner and run around town, but... We will see, we will see, we will see how things go. How they be. What indeed will happen now. I'm rambling. But, you know, sometimes rambling is... I mean, often rambling is what I do. I can be a bit of a rambler at times. No, I thought I saw something back there. But mayhaps not. Oh, right. Yesterday we only found 4 fossils, so we are wanting to keep a bit more on the lookout for fossils so we don't miss one again. Although, you know, depending on where it is, we very well might miss it again. Lulu. Odd Nocturnal, I mean, I'm a creature of the... Not night, not day, just tired. Getting seedier than ever. For a sofa. Good to know, good to know, good to know. And hey, Maddie. Just hanging. Stegosaurus, just now. Sure. I know. No. I know I could get a lot more for it from Nook, but you know what? Maddie's our friend, so we're gonna be nice. Especially like the way she was like, "Are you sure? Are you sure about that? You can reconsider if you want." Okay. keep on keeping on. Okay, 100 bells. Let's go. What are the other two fossils again? Trilobite and Manaskull. Manaskull will still get bring us a pretty penny. And here is fossil number 1. Tons of fun. Okay. That's almost certainly not the one we missed yesterday. That one was pretty dang obvious. Move up our fantasy paper, and what was that? Oh, cool neon paper. No. Yeah, I'm just gonna send the Museum of Peach. I'm sure they'll appreciate that. Please identify this peach for me. It's a peach from the late Cretaceous era. No. It would not have survived. Unless you got like some really good preservatives. And there's our money rock. A few days in a row I think of getting the money rock before we even got to Nooks. That's neat. Well, I guess it's Sunday, so we won't need to ask Nook for turnip prices because he's not going to have a turnip price today. Because today is the day that how we played, you know, at our normal time, we would have been buying turnips. Hopefully next Sunday we're able to get back to that. We'll see how things go. I mean, next Saturday work shouldn't be as bad as... Because last Saturday was really bad because of, Okay, Maddie, we already talked to you. Last Saturday worked really bad because the Super Bowl was on Sunday. And then... so, you know, really busy. And yesterday, work was really busy because, well, today, it's a long weekend, tomorrow's a holiday. Not like it's not like a actual holiday, it's a, oh, we should put a, you know, paid holiday in February holiday. It's, well, here in Manitoba, it's Louis Riel Day. Everywhere else in Canada, it's, or almost everywhere else in Canada, I think it's Family Day. But here it's Louis Riel Day. Okay, hey, Sydney. I think I've been inside her house before. Let's chat. Oh, yeah. Oh, sure. Everyone wants my fossils today. I mean, I was gonna part with it either way. Selling it to Nook. I like this house. It is lacking a bed, but I suppose you can use this couch as a bed. I mean, I use a futon. And, like, yeah, a futon can fold out into a bed, but actually I keep it in the couch position. I don't know, I actually find couches and such far more comfortable to sleep in than normal beds. Yeah. Ooh, weed. Rid the town of the weeds. Okay, Tom Nook, I got very little to sell to you actually, but got some stuff to sell to you still. My entire inventory wasn't already bought out, just the stuff worth more. And you know, got less for it than Nook would have paid for me, but hey. That's just, you know, the way things go sometimes, and that's perfectly a-okay. Perfectly fine. Perfectly... Ooh, museum paper. Exotic screen. Let's go. keep on keeping on. Ooh, Claude is inside. It's always interesting when you're playing like a bit later like this, how many villagers are... Not only are they inside, but you can tell they're inside because the lights are on. Hey, Claude. Nope, no trouble at all. Care to chat? Naturally. I mean, I might forget about him. He's honestly not one of the more memorable villagers. Like, he's nothing wrong with him. I mean, if there's something wrong with him, that'll actually make him easier to remember. That's the thing, like, you know, you remember the best ones and the worst ones. Claude is fine, but he's nothing special, so don't tell him I said that, though. Don't want to hurt his feelings. Okay. Yeah. Let's see now. Oh, there's a Wii down there. We'll have to grab that in a bit when we are ourselves down there, which will be very shortly. Oh, wait, right here. I think that was the one that I saw. Yeah, that was the one I saw. Trying to keep my eyes open for where that fossil that I missed yesterday could be. It's probably behind like a tree or a house or something. So I'm trying to be extra observant. Cody is not in right now. Interesting. Wonder where he's gotten himself off to. Fossil number 2. How about you? Yeah, that's almost certainly not the one I missed yesterday either. Because... well, I mean, both of these were not only not behind a tree, both the ones I found so far were right in front of a tree. So... yeah. Let's check in on Copper. Any goings on? Oh, right, tomorrow. Fair first, yep, that is indeed tomorrow. And actually, we will. I was gonna say we won't see him tomorrow, but actually we will, because tomorrow is again continuing of us needing to turn on the lighthouse and us, you know, playing past 6. Well, I suppose we may not necessarily. Why do you have a shovel here? Booker. I have a golden shovel. I don't need a regular shovel. I go like sell it to Nook for a bit of money, but it's just like it always weirds me out when like the the tools show up there, because it happens so rarely that I like essentially forget that it's a thing that can happen. So when it does, it's like, wait, what? Oh right, yeah, that is a thing that can happen. Is what it is. Checking that fish looked bigger than it actually is, and it's like, wait, why is there such a big fish right now? There shouldn't be, or wasn't. It just looked bigger than it was for a moment. I guess because of like, I don't know, the angle or something. Occasionally this is a good spot to like just randomly dig at, because that's a spot that you literally cannot see if there's something buried there. And it happens from time to time. Okay, turning the lighthouse. Day 5 of 7 of turning the lighthouse. We just needed to do it tomorrow and Tuesday. Then on Wednesday, Tormund will be back and give us our chocolates for having done this. And we'll have made another step towards 100%ing this game. Getting our furniture up to 581. Oof. Moving and grooving. Is there something back there? There is. That's almost assuredly the fossil I missed yesterday. Yeah, I was just thinking of, like, because that's a spot that I often do miss, and it's happened multiple times where if there's something buried there, I'll miss it for, like, weeks on end. So I'm just thinking, I'm like, hey, let's, you know, kind of keep a closer eye on that spot, and, you know, it's still hard to tell. Oh. Fossil number 4, just one more. This one also could have been one that I missed yesterday, but I'm pretty sure the third one was the one that I missed yesterday. And although this one also, I guess, well, that could also have been the one that was new today, but because stuff that's kind of, you know, where the water kind of goes over it, then goes back. Like, if you're running by it while the water's over it, it can be very easy to miss. Use your head now and again. That's definitely an idea. Okay. Welcome, Trantor, from Jake. Hey, Tree Frog. Can't he? Ah. I'll just thumbs up. Funny. Let's see. Here's Boris is right here. You're just getting started. Good stuff, Boris. Good stuff. Keeping on, keeping on. Why is there... I didn't mean to go to the museum. Why that, like, 2 days in a row we have a ball, like, right outside the museum, though? Pretty sure that ball was, like, there yesterday as well. And I kicked it, like, over into this acre, I think, or something. How are things? Everything is perfect. Trantor is a very little place. How did I not see Maddie when I did my, like... I guess she's probably immediately behind the tree. We already talked to her earlier, though, so... Really, we just need to talk to Carrie and Louise yet. And they're in the last acre we, you know, go and explore. Well, yeah. Bit of the acre that we even lost, because technically this acre right here is also the same acre. And that was also the acre that the Mario trophy is buried in. I don't see it down here, or anything buried down here. It's probably up top, which we'll go and check once we go and explore it. But like I said, that's where we finish off our exploration of town with. So let us continuing on. So we got the Mighty Rock, the glowing spot, 4 fossils, a bunch of weeds, so we still need 1 more fossil, 2 more villagers to talk to, any more weeds we happen to find. Mario trophy that the message board mentioned was buried somewhere. And yeah. Yes. That's fossil number 5. We're alive. So yeah, it's definitely, almost certainly number 3, possibly number 4 for the fossil that we missed yesterday. Those are the likely candidates. We've got them all now. The main thing is just, you know, checking for any more weeds and talking to our last 2 villagers and finding that Mario trophy. Oh, and somebody's in an igloo. Okay, let me just confirm. Okay, we talked to Lulu, we talked to Maddie, we talked to Sydney, we talked to Claude, we talked to Cody, we talked to Boris. So it is Carrie or Valise in that igloo. It's 50-50. I'm gonna guess Carrie. And survey says Valise. 50-50, and I got it wrong. But hey, It was a complete guess, right? Like it's. Sure. Okay. Triangle. Okay, whatever. But yeah. The thing with, like, guessing who's the igloo is sometimes if you've already been by somebody's house and haven't seen them, they're like, you know, a better guess. And right here's the Mario trophy. Oh, let me. There we go. Yeah, Mario trophy. A trophy for being the best Mario. Or something. I'm pretty sure that trophy for being the best Mario will go to, like, you know, a speedrunner or a Kaiser player or something. Stuff and things. Let's chat. Yeah, sunny days are alright. Actually, I prefer, like, days, like, with a light cloud cover, so it's not like it's gloomy, but it's like, you know, you don't have direct sunlight, because direct sunlight is just bright, and that gets annoying. Mail some letters. 5 of them, in fact. I always like when the number of letters I have to mail is 5, or if there's already 1 letter in the mail, then I'm okay with 4. Like, basically, just because I have those 3 letters at the bottom that, you know, our site is using for note-keeping purposes and don't want to be sending them, it's nice to have, you know, the amount of letters I am sending is exactly fills up the post office here, right? So now it's like I don't have to worry about accidentally sending them, because it, you know, kicks me out of the option of sending them until I leave and come back in anyway. Okay. Well, let's go let's go sell whatever I have on me to sell, which I think is something still, right? Yeah, this and this. 1875. Okay, we are gonna go travel now to my, at least, let me check here. I think Winnipeg was the town that I put the memory card in for. So we're gonna go there. And Meltork. We're gonna go to Winnipeg to find who the next visitor is. Meltork 4 to find out if we can find out who the next visitor is, and if so, then who it is. Pretoris. I mean, we're getting Katrina today, but she only shows up at 9, which is in, you know, 16 minutes, so. So I don't know that we actually need to. We don't really need to go to Pretoris today. We are going to go to Winnipeg and Meltork 4. I'm pretty sure this is Winnipeg. It's definitely not Pretoris. Now it's easy because Pretoris is the one that's on, you know, different colored memory card. So I can see from here the memory card that Pretoris is on, and it's very certainly not in the system. It's actually on my Xbox. Because, you know, the Xbox is a largely flat, I mean, it's almost flat surface. It's, I guess, a little bit curved, but yeah. So it's a good place to put stuff on. Especially compared to, like, a lot of the other consoles, because, like, say, like, Super Nintendo and N64, you know, those I need to put cartridges in from the top. NES, I kind of put them in from the front, so NES I can put stuff on, but that's, like, at the end of the... These are all on, like, the table that I have my TV on. NES is at the far end. Meanwhile, my PS3 and my Switch are on my actual desk. Like, my PS3 is literally right behind my computer monitor that the webcam is on, and the Switch is right next to it. The Wii and the Wii U and the GameCube are all on the floor, because I don't have any more room on anything to put them on. Like, I could make room on my desk for them. Although, given where they're plugged in, I actually probably wouldn't be able to put them on there. The outlet they're plugged into is the back corner of my room. Okay, so what's the layout of this town? Okay, so first we'll check the message board. Nothing new on the message board. And we'll check, I guess, the dump. We'll check Nooks after, or before we head back. Ooh. Excellent, I need more stationery. Ooh. I'm sorry, right now I have fantasy paper, museum paper, and dragon paper. Dragon paper is like the best. Fantasy paper is the second best. Museum paper, might be the third best. It's definitely up there, but like it's definitely like 3 of the best stationery, so that's awesome. I guess we'll check along the beach for Gulliver, and then check the Lost and Found. And then before we head back, we'll check Nooks and sell this earthy knit. Yeah, we don't really need to check Nooks for anything, but you know, we'll go there to sell the earthy knit. The only thing we ever need to actually check Nooks for these days is turnip prices, which we only have to check when we actually, you know, have turnips. I'll check them other times, but Sunday you can't check them anyway because you can't sell turnips on Sunday even if you have them. Because that's when you buy them. Any goings on? Wendell. Okay. Nothing too exciting, but good to know. When is Wendell coming? February 22nd. Today is Sunday, right? Yes, today's Sunday, and it's the 20th, so that'll be Tuesday. Wait. February, second month, 22nd, it's 2 2s, of the year 2022 is a Tuesday. That is amazing. That is amazing. I love that so much. Let's go. Over here. Look at this little nook here. My viewer count literally went down after I made the comment about the Tuesday. The pun, I suppose. I suppose that's, yeah, that counts as a pun, so. Whoever left, unless you left for a perfectly legitimate reason unrelated to the pun. But if you left from the pun, I mean, you know, what were you even doing here in the first place? I don't make puns as often as I would like, but puns are like one of my favorite types of joke. I'd like to sell this earthy knit. 97 bells. For Nook store upgrades, does that just happen from buying stuff, or is it from any kind of transaction, buying or selling? Let me see here. I'm just wondering if this Nooks will just always stay a cranny, because I'm never buying stuff here, I'm just selling stuff. go. An Animal Crossing. Okay. Well, it says must spend and or sell, but that's for Wild World and City Folk. What? Does that also count for the original, or is it... Okay, let me go to the Nook and Go page, see if that... Okay, yeah. It is bought or sold. Okay, so it'll take a while because I'm only, like, you know, selling a few things here and there, but it will eventually upgrade. That's good to know. I mean, it doesn't really matter. Just so it's more just, I guess it's interesting to know. Yeah, now we can head back. That's all we had to do here. And then we also want to go to Meltork 4 to find out who the next visitor is going to be there. Assuming the sale has already happened prior to today. Obviously, if the sale happened today, even if it already happened, it wouldn't tell it. It would still have Copper telling us there's nothing to report. And obviously, if the sale hasn't happened yet, obviously he'll be telling us that. But yeah, because we never really to actually check when the sale is. We'd have to you know, not that this would be a major issue, but we would have to, you know, play as one of our characters in Meltork 4, so we could, so we could get have a letter from Nook saying, sale at this time on this day. But I haven't bothered to do that. Because it's like, whatever, sale happened, it happened. If it didn't, it didn't. It'll happen when it happens. Because it's not like really matters to me when the sale actually is, other than just for, you know, knowing, oh, okay, once the sales happen, then we can find out who the next visitor is. And that's important, because we need to be getting Gracie visits, because we still need... What do we still need from her? We still need 2 outfits. Only 2 out? Wait, we only need 2 outfits from Gracie? Oh, yeah, butterfly shirt and lavender robe. I also need a jingle shirt from Jingle, but that's Let me actually quickly check. Do we have a new villager now? No. We really did start like yesterday. It's already almost... Yeah, I guess I think we started past 9 yesterday. Or around 9. Yeah. Also, no one moved, I don't think. Claude was talking about moving soon, but he didn't, and yeah. Everyone's still here. Okay. Just give me a moment, though, to quickly swap memory cards, and then we're going to go to... Where are we going? Meltork 4. Make sure I swap off the right memory card. And by right, I of course mean correct. Because if you're actually, you know, looking at the... Because I'm playing this on weak is backwards compatible. If you're looking at it from the front, memory slot A is actually the one on the right. Slot B, which is the one I'm swapping, is the one on the left. Okay. Taking a trip to Maltork 4. You'll never find a more wretched hive of scum and villainy. Not so much the Animal Crossing town, because, you know, there's not really much in the way of scum and villainy in Animal Crossing. But the planet, from my works, my writings, that Maltork 4 is named, you know, where the name Maltork 4 originally comes from, that's a wretched hive of scum and villainy. Yeah. Planet, because, yeah, the Maltork system is right on the border of three major political powers: the Archon Alliance, the Cardalian Empire, and the Lartian Dominion. And one of the other planets in the Maltork system is actually kind of a planet for that. One second, I'm gonna have to look. What is something falling over my closet? 1 second here. Just 1 second. There we go. Sorry about that. There's on the top shelf of my closet where I have some, like, books and such. Because I had some stuff that's, like, you know, a bit taller than other stuff or whatever, and it was kind of starting to lean in ways where it's like, that might fall over soon. What was I saying? Yeah, Maltork system. So there's one planet in the Maltork system. Ooh, I'm gonna draw a face. That's like a place where like three groups meet for like diplomatic talks and such. And then there's Maltork 4, which is just where, like, you know, there's not really any, like, there's, you know, a local government, but they're in the pockets of criminal organizations and such. And so there's very little regulation on the planet. Speaking of planet, here's a random globe. Okay, you are not a gargoyle, you're a globe. Both start with the letter G, understand the confusion, Blanca. Whoa, 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 whoa. What's going on here? I must have, 1 second. I was going back to my closet earlier. I must have accidentally, well, it's weird that that didn't happen right away then, but must have accidentally rustled the cords or whatever. Now I'm just now I'm just like watching that in OBS, watching OBS instead of actually watching my TV, just to, because my TV was fine, because like from the Wii goes to a splitter where one goes to the TV, because the TV itself has composite jacks. The other composite cable goes to composite HDMI adapter, which that goes to the capture card on the computer and such. So yeah. What are we doing here? Firstly, we're checking this. Anything on the message board? No. Then we're going to the dump. Cool paper and a racer shirt. Ooh, fancy schmancy. And going to Nux. What would be really weird is if, like, the sale had been going on right now, just like by random coincidence. We happened to come here just while the sale was going on. But clearly that's not the case. It's just a normal day at Nux. Not a special sale day, because if it was a special sale day, there would be nothing on the main floor for sale, just everything would be upstairs, and also Nook would have given us a balloon when we came in. And we got no balloon. Where are we going? Wait. Yeah, over one and then, ooh, glowing spot. Glad I went over one first before we going down. Next time we found the glowing spot and got ourselves 1,000 bells. So, talking earlier about my, like, SAP or what composite HDMI adapter. Like when you look at, like, you know, like the white of the text box, and even like, you know, the, like, I don't know, yellowish green of the thing with copper's name or whatever, that is like a lot brighter on stream than it is on my TV. And there's a lot of other things, like, you know, snow is less obvious this late, but, you know, still, okay, still nothing to report. Yeah, it's less obvious like at night or, but like during the day you can tell the snow is definitely very bright. And there's a lot of things that are extra bright and some colors that are off. Like we noticed that when I was playing Super Mario Brothers 3 and the sky looked white instead of light blue. I did something lost though. And that I'm pretty sure is because of my composite HDMI adapter, because it looks fine on my TV, but then on the stream, colors are a little off and like that stuff. So I do plan on getting, I'm like saving up for Retro Tink, which is a better composite HDMI adapter. I am a little worried, just because it says that they can't guarantee that their products will work with Elgato capture cards. But, like, doing some Googling and such, it seems like most people who have used them with Elgato capture cards haven't had an issue, so I'm going to assume it will be fine. Okay, no Gulliver either. I guess we'll just go steal this Daisy paper. And then head back. Daisy, Daisy, give me your answer true. I'm half crazy over the love of you. Okay. Past. I like how in both Winnipeg and Meltorp 4 we have like these two spots are the shop and the dump, but they're just reversed. Which, I mean, it's hardly surprising. Like, there's only, you know, the shop, the dump, the post office, and the train station are always in the top row. And you also always have like an anchor with the river in the top row. So, I mean, you have, like, you know, the River Acre can, of course, have differing layouts or whatever. But otherwise, like, you always have the same types of acres in the top row, so it's just all about, you know, there's only so many different words you can have for them. I mean, I guess it would be how many different ways. I don't feel it. That shouldn't be difficult math, but I'm blanking on how to quickly do it. Yeah, okay, we're done here though. So let us head back. Okay, so for visitors, Praetoris has Katrina today, and she actually just showed up. Trantor has Red tomorrow. Winnipeg has Wendell on Tuesday. Wilberforce either had a sale today or still has a sale coming up. I'm hoping it was today, just because I'm like, otherwise this is, you know, because it's been several days already since we've known there was a sale coming, so it's like, if it doesn't come soon, like, how long is this going to take, right, for it to come? I don't know. Well, it's not a super big deal. Because like I was saying earlier, it doesn't really matter when the sale is. It's just, we want more Gracie visits sooner rather than later. We still have those 2 outfits we have from her, and who knows how many more visits until we get them, because, you know, it's down to RNG what she gives us. It's down to us whether or not we succeed at doing a good job of washing her car, but then if we've done a good job, it's down to RNG with it's whether we get, you know, one of the 2 outfits we need or one of the, like, 5 bajillion we already have. I honestly don't know how many Gracie outfits are there total. Let's go to Wikipedia. That's probably the best way of checking. Gracie. Yeah, but here we go. Oh, we're gonna have to count. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 26, 27, 28, 29, assuming I didn't miscount. So yeah, so 2 outfits we still need from her. 27 we've already got from her. As far as I know, they all have equal chances. Oh, and also looks like now we do... Still nobody moved out, I don't think. But somebody moved in. Tiara. Pretty sure we've had Tiara before, though. We have indeed. Oh yeah, Doi, because of course we've had her. I can't remember if I mentioned this before, but she reminded me of a coworker I guess I used to have, named Tiara. Let's go introduce ourselves, because obviously while we've had Tiara before, this is a new version of her because, you know, so she doesn't remember us. It's a shame, but I understand why, like, you know, the game can't keep, you know, all 218 villagers in memory to be like, oh, you've had this person before, you're getting them again, they're going to remember you. That's why, like, you know, villagers, you know, if they move to another town and move back, obviously, then they'll remember you, because they are kept in memory, because they're just kept in memory of another town. Oh, there will at least be a temporary thing where they are kept in memory for just a while, because occasionally a villager that used to live in your town will come come by just for a visit. Let's quickly see my catalog. Just confirm none of the numbers going up. Furniture should still be $5.80. It is. Wallpaper $66. Yes. Carpet also $66. Yes. Clothing $244. Items $63. All 64 stationery. All 127 gyroids. All 25 fossils. And music is at 36. Finally went up yesterday after like a couple of weeks of staying at 35 because of keeping on canceling on Saturdays, which hopefully doesn't happen again. But, you know, is what it is. Like, taking it one step at a time. Make a deposit, please. 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Set myself back into 30,000. Because that's the amount I like to end with. Not that we're ending quite yet. We still have another thing to do. And for anyone new here, or just otherwise unaware, why do I have mail? Oh, from the HRA, do I? That makes sense, right? Yeah, because we didn't get a thing from them when we first started up. Sometimes you don't get a thing from the HRA when you first start up, and they send you a letter like later randomly. It's weird. I don't understand it, but because it's like it doesn't line up with like mail delivery. Anyway, what I was saying was part of 100%ing this game, for me personally, most people would not consider this part of 100% because most people are not such ridiculous people as myself. But there's 19 NES games in here in Animal Crossing. I want 100% each of them as part of 100% Animal Crossing. Now you might count up and you might be like, wait, but you only have 16. Or you might incorrectly say I have 18. Or it's just 17. You probably can tell that this one doesn't actually have a game on it, so this one isn't one. This one, well, it does seem to have a game on it. This one isn't. In this corner is an April Fool's joke. So that's why I also have them in corners, because, you know, I can't actually play corner ones without pulling something out to, you know, get at it. So put the ones that I can't actually play in the corners. But yeah, 3 that I'm missing, and we have holes. 2 holes here, and a hole here, which is where we're going to put the ones that we do not yet have. Also, I like the fact that, you know, the 2 that we can't, you know, play in corners. Why can what? Why can't you play the top right one? Let me show you. Hahaha, Horf. April Fool. Super Tournament isn't an NES game. That's why not. Yeah, welcome in, Mike. How are you doing? How's it going? Yeah. I like the way the numbers work out. So we have the 2 in the corner, but then otherwise we have like all around the edges, and then in this center. But then if it weren't for the ones we're missing, or whatever, we still have this hole right here, which is where I can just put my music player. Anyway, let's get ready to do a round of Balloon Fight, which is the one I am still mainly focusing on, and maybe forever. We'll see. But I hope Balloon Fight I can definitely 100% eventually. I believe in myself. More than that, you know, I've gotten far enough that I know I can do it. It's just a matter of succeeding. I know it's possible for me to do it, it's just a matter of actually reaching that goal. Because it's going until the phase counter, so you see top right now, under the top says phase 3. Yeah, that's like the level counter or whatever. Getting that till it loops around, because it goes up till 99, then goes to 0, and then back to 1. And we're trying to get to that point with the max amount of lives. Max amount of lives is, well, starting lives, because there's no way to get extra lives. So basically that just means doing it without dying. And that's where the difficulty comes in, because it's, you know, you have pretty far to go, and without, you know, dying. It's definitely doable. I've made it up to 51 without dying, so about the halfway point. I've made it up to 71, although that's, you know, with deaths, and that's the point where I got game over. But that's also my best, like, my second best was, well, I don't even remember. Second best was only like, you know, like a couple of weeks ago, I think. I can't remember what it was now. At least I think that was my second best. Because I had one that was a couple of weeks ago that was a really good run, but I can't remember the moment how good it was. I just remember feeling like, hey, that's probably the second best I've done. The thing is, I only keep track of, you know, keep a record, a specific record on screen of my best, so I have terrible memory. I don't feel like keeping track of the exact, how far I make it in every single run, so I can keep, like, an accurate, like, ranking of each run in comparison to the others. Phase 6. Gotcha. Yeah, getting all perfects on the bonus rounds is not part of my definition for 100%ing this, but it is still something I try to do, just because it's like, you know, I would love it if, you know, my successful run did have me getting perfects on all the bonus rounds, but it's not a requirement for that. It's just something that would be cool if I did manage. Phase 8. Ooh, that was close. Okay, lightning's just going straight into the water. That worked out nicely for me. Don't have to worry about it. Phase 9. Nice. Both of them at the same time. That was a bit close, but we still got the perfect. Okay, what do we got next? Phase 10. Nice, got the 3 at the top before they even lifted off. That one might have been going to the waters, but we got it regardless. Oof. Not quite so smooth there. Generally, on the stage, I can often... Ooh. We lost a balloon. That's rough. What are we on, 11? So to get through this one and the next one to get to a bonus round. After the bonus round is where you... Because if you get to a bonus round with just one balloon, you go back up to 2 balloons. So, do we have to get through another stage yet? Yeah, phase 12. Crap. Seriously, this is one of the easier phases. I should not be dying on this one. That's annoying. In fact, the one else the balloon on is one of the easier ones too. That's just poor mistakes on my part. Well, this is already a failed run, and we're like not even up to phase 15 yet. That's just sad. Yeah. Well, it's bugs when I like die that early, because it's just like... Because if I die like in a much later phase, it's like, okay, well, at least we're getting practice here. But like, here's like, oh, like, I know this is a failed run, but also, like, I'm going on I'm still on phases, though, that I honestly shouldn't need practice on, right? Like, the ones I died on, the one I died on, I shouldn't have died on. I shouldn't need practice on these ones yet. Although, on the other hand, maybe I do need practice here. This game is relaxing. To watch, you mean? Because me playing it, because for me playing it, because I'm trying to go for, you know, deathless, it's not really relaxing. It's fun, but, you know, yeah. Ah, yes, playing RuneScape Fully Watched. Nice, nice. I haven't messed up in the bonus rounds yet today, but that's small comfort when I did mess up on the actual stage and died. Phase 16. Yeah, phase 16 here is the first one where I should potentially be dying, because this is the trickiest stage layout. We first see it as stage as phase 7, although they're like, it's early enough that the game is slow enough that it's not like too bad. 16 isn't too bad either, but that's when we're starting to speed up, so it's starting to become a bit more of an issue. This one is also an issue just because with those top 4, actually all the platforms or whatever, when lightning goes by like the corners of it, it can be hard to predict when it's when it's approaching one of the corners, if it's going to go through or bounce off the corner. At least I find it's hard to predict. Maybe, you know, a more veteran balloon fight player would be able to more easily predict, but that is not me. Oh, I'm probably getting it. Like, I want... I am a... we're gonna miss Balloon now. I'm a decent Balloon Fight player just from how much I've played it in working on this goal. I mean, if I ever succeed at it, like... I honestly don't know of anyone who has. Like, I haven't found anything online of... like, any video or anything online of anyone having actually gone and rolled over the phase counter. I'm sure people have done it. Like, seeing how far I've gotten and knowing, like, the level of my skill and comparing it to, like, you know, the level of skill that I'm sure is out there for a game that's, like... Because, I mean, Balloon Fight is, you know, a decently well-known game. Like, it's not like, you know, it's not like Mario or Zelda or anything, but for an NES game, like, it's still like a first-party Nintendo game that's at least decently well-known. In part, even, like, not just because of being an Animal Crossing, but in part, Animal Crossing definitely had an impact on that. And as a result, I just feel like there is probably a certain level of, skill out there that somebody's probably done it, even if they haven't necessarily put video online of themselves doing so. Which is always the tricky thing with, like, video game accomplishments, like, you know, it's like, how many things are like, oh yeah, someone did this in their basement as a kid and just, you know, especially with, like, an older game, like an NES game, like, how many people, like, did stuff in Balloon Fight, like, you know, back in the day before there really was an internet, especially not an internet as we think of it now, and such. People that did this accomplishment and, you know, maybe share with their friends or this or that, but never got, like, any widespread, like, what never became like a widespread knowledge or anything. Those are like the tricky thing with, like, especially like, because like nowadays, yeah, like streaming's a thing, and like, you know, or like, you know, posting video gameplay to YouTube or stuff like that. But, like, even going back, like, you know, like, 10, and especially, like, 20 years ago or whatever, like, you know, how many times, like, yeah, early 2000s and such, whatever, how many times did people, like, post online, oh, I did this, but, like, you know, people mostly didn't put videos online at that point of them doing stuff to games. They would talk about it, maybe share a screenshot. Whoa, how did I miss that other balloon? But they didn't, like, you know, there weren't a lot of people posting videos online and such. It's just like, so sometimes when sometimes I know definitely when I'm looking for stuff, it's like, you know, is it possible to do this? Or like, what, you know, what's the highest you can get of this? What's this? Whenever I'm doing like Google searches, and I find, like, you know, links to like some like GameFAQs thread from like 20 years ago or whatever, and it's just like, and then I have to, you know, ask myself, okay, but is this accurate? Is, like, because like sometimes it's like, you know, is this person exaggerating, straight up lying, or just like, you know, misremembering, or like, you know, or are they actually, is it accurate? And I don't know. Like, sometimes you can, like, be like, okay, no, this is, like, straight up not true. Sometimes it's, like, obvious, but sometimes it's like, yeah, I can't tell. Nope. Like, I remember, like, I've done some looking into, like, for Ocarina of Time trying to figure out what the biggest fish you can catch in that game is. And unlike like standard fish, not like the not kind of the Helium Loach, like just the normal fish you catch in Ocarina of Time. What like the largest and like, you know, looking at what people say they've got as the largest record, and like get a lot of like a lot of stuff I've seen was like, you know, within a certain range. I think it's like, you know, mostly like high like 20s, maybe into 30s. I can't remember. It's been a while since I was looking into this, so I have a terrible memory for numbers, but I want to say that it was something like that. But then like I saw like one time one number that was like 50 or 60 or something. I'm like, was it though? Then I also have seen people saying that the max size of fish you can catch on Ocarina of Time keeps going up. Once you caught a certain size of the fish, it's then possible for there to be a fish that's, you know, even bigger. And when you just catch that fish, it's possible for there to be a fish that's even bigger. And it just keeps going up. And I don't know if that's true. Problem is nobody's really done like an in-depth like analysis on it to find out, because honestly no one really cares. Something that was a terrible strategy there, Eric. Yeah, it's something that I'm curious about. I want to know. But it's one of those things where it's just like, just because I want to know something doesn't mean there's other people out there that want to know. Maybe there is other people out there that want to know, but by and large, people don't care about that. So it's just like, okay, if I want to find that out, I have to, like, you know, get a hold of the source code and decode it myself, I guess. Which I have no idea how I would even do that, but... Okay, so not a great run today. But we tried. We failed. The lesson is, keep trying. We're not gonna never try. Homer Simpson's advice is not for us. We'll keep trying until we succeed or we die. But I'm not gonna die for another, like... I'm not gonna die until I'm 102, and I'm currently 35. So that is... 67 years? Yeah, I'm not gonna die for another 67 years. So, I have plenty of time to keep trying. Plenty of time. I think that was what we're going to call it, though. Another short stream. I think longer than yesterday's, though. I think yesterday we didn't even go for an hour. Today, at least, we went longer than an hour. Tomorrow should hopefully be back to a normal length stream. After I get, like, you know, good night's sleep. I did not sleep well last night. I slept long, but I didn't sleep well. Now, who do we want to raid? Let's see who's live. So we could raid somebody playing Ocarina of Time. Interestingly, which is what we were just talking about. Person has been live for a while, so I'm a bit worried. I'm not sure how long they normally stream for, as we don't go there very often. But could raid somebody playing Earthbound, which I'm actually going to be starting Earthbound Beginnings on Friday, so that's exciting. Could raid somebody playing Nintendo. I think I might actually just be those people. Oh, we could raid somebody playing Legend of Zelda: The Wind Waker as well. So let me know if you have a preference for any of those games I just mentioned. Otherwise, I'll decide myself who we're going to go and raid. And yeah, I should be back tomorrow, 3 p.m. Central Standard Time with, tomorrow's Monday, so some Blaster Master first, then Animal Crossing afterwards for the 6th day of the Lighthouse turning on. And then Tuesday, because of the 7th final day of turning on the Lighthouse, we'll be doing just Animal Crossing, but at, I'm thinking, 5 p.m. Then after that, back to the standard 3 p.m. for the rest of the weekday streams, and back to the standard of starting with Animal Crossing. So Wednesday will be Animal Crossing, followed by more Star Wars Knights of the Old Republic. Thursday, Animal Crossing, followed by more Super Smash Bros. Ultimate. Friday, Animal Crossing, followed by the start of Earthbound Beginnings. And then Saturday will be just Animal Crossing at 6 p.m. Next Sunday, Animal Crossing at 9 a.m. And the Sub Request Sunday stream at 6 p.m. of Luigi's Mansion, which I know should have happened last week and then should have happened this week, and hopefully will actually happen next week. Hopefully work is not as bad next Saturday as it has been the past 2 Saturdays, leaving me just like exhausted for the next like the rest of Saturday and like all of Sunday. But yeah, we'll see how it goes. And yeah, there's no preferences in chats, so I think, okay, let's see, how's this stream looking? I'm just going to quickly check, because like I said, this stream has been going pretty long, so let's just see if it's looking like it's ending right away. And of course I just have like super long ad when I want to just quickly check if this is who we want to go and raid, or if we want to raid somebody else. So I think we're going to go and raid one of my Planet Army teammates, Glimji, playing Legend of Zelda Ocarina of Time. He has been playing for a while, so I'm not sure how much longer he will be playing for, but yeah, but that's where we're going to head over. So if you all want to join me on the raid, copy and paste the raid message. Join in on the raid, and yeah, thanks everyone for coming out today. Those who chatted, those who just lurked, those who hosted, you're all wonderful people. Thank you for hanging out. It's been a blast, and I will see you all later. Let me just make sure I've copied the raid message, and bye.